Namaskar, friends. Today we will see the disease progression. We will observe that how. Yeah. See, there are six stages of lifestyle disorders. What are they? What are the lifestyle disorders? Fatty liver, belly fat, overweight, obesity, thyroid problem, PCOS, cardiovascular diseases, blood pressure, and pre-diabetes and diabetes. Understand, friends, mostly diabetes happens at the last. It all depends on each individual's, organs, their capabilities, genes, and various aspects. By and large, diabetes is the last because the body maintains the sugar levels for many, many years, irrespective of your habits. Only after it breaks down, then you get the high sugar levels and the problem. Before that, you are all into this fatty liver, belly fat, overweight, and all these problems. What is the main reason? Main reason is only one thing: frequent eating. What we are doing, we are having breakfast, coffee, tea, lunch, snacks, coffee, tea, and then dinner, and eating without hunger, maybe 5 to 6 times every day. So every time you eat, what happens? Your sugar is absorbed in the body, and then to control the sugar, insulin is there. Over a period of time, elevated insulin levels for a longer period of times will cause insulin resistance. On top of it, eating 5 6 times. Understand, friends. Other than water, anything else is food. A lot of people think coffee tea is not food. Other than water, everything is food which requires digestion. And once it is digested, there is a sugar and there is a insulin level. And over a period of time, we get in insulin resistance. And ultra processed foods, factory made packaged food, this will accelerate this problem. Lack of hydration, people don't know how much water to drink, how to drink. Lack of elimination, people are unable to eliminate, excrete from excrete, and then remove the waste from the body by way of stools. At least 2 times one has to go. Sedentary lifestyle, no physical exercise, chronic stress, we don't know how to handle the world, and we're stressed. With the result, we don't get sleep. See, these all things are one of the things also can cause poor gut health and insulin resistance over the years, and that is the main cause for lifestyle disorders. So, friends, if you want to be healthy, if you are able to maintain your fasting glucose below 99, fasting insulin below 6, I'll tell you that means you have good insulin sensitivity. It should be below 1.5 is insulin sensitivity, above 1.5 is insulin resistance. Let's examine that. There are three stages of insulin resistance, friend: moderate, mild, moderate, and severe. So that means what? All this time, the blood sugar could be below 99. HbA1c also well within below 5.6%. This will take many, many years. What happens? Understand, 90% of the population are insulin resistant of varied degrees. What all it can happen with this insulin resistance? People who have mood swings, frequent hunger, fatty liver, belly fat, overweight, obesity, thyroid, PCOS, cardiovascular diseases, blood pressure, etc. This may take a decade. Suppose if somebody is working very hard by taking all sorts of ultra processed foods, junk foods, and all, it may happen in 5 years. I've seen as young as at 16 years, they're already pre-diabetic. That means they've already crossed all these three stages. That means what? Friends, you are already at this stage itself, you are having water until your waist size. Until waist deep, you are underwater. So it's a dangerous situation, and understand 90% of the population are in this. Why? Because we are all habituated to eat multiple times in a day and then taking stimulants and all that stuff. Now, what happened? The next stage is what? Next stage 4. This is called insulin resistance and pre-diabetes. This is the time, even at times also, friends, pre-diabetes, it's not necessary their sugar levels are 125 fasting. It could be even 80, 90 also. But whereas their insulin levels are very high, that is the reason they are highly insulin resistant and also pre-diabetic. That means their HbA1c levels are between 5.7% to 6.4%. And let's understand, friend, 30% of the population of India are pre-diabetes. And incidentally, out of that, 90% are not aware they are having this problem. Why? Because they have not got this test done. HbA1c test costs hardly 300 rupees. That test will tell us whether we are pre-diabetes or not. Before pre-diabetes, for almost 10 years, people are in trouble. That is not that can only be diagnosed by checking only fasting insulin. Unfortunately, this test not being done. If at all it is done, the range is shown as 2.5 to 25, which is wrong, erroneous, friend. It should be below 5 to 6, 3 to 5. It should be ideal. Now what happens? Next stage is what? People are getting symptoms like, they got increased thirst, slow healing, fatigue, blurred vision, frequent urination, unexplained weight loss. That means what? Initial stage, people have gained weight. By the time people get diabetes, understand 50% of the pancreas have lost its capacity. That is when the fasting sugar is above 126 and HbA1c is above 6.5%. This is means what? Diabetes means you are already at neck deep water. Now, what happens when you're diabetes, you are consulting a doctor, doctors will give the medicine, and you are also suggested to eat 5 to 6 times small meals throughout the day. Friends, understand with the 5 to 6 times eating and taking medication, you will never ever able to come out of diabetes. Now the question is because of high glucose levels are under control. Because what happens, your insulin levels will be going up with the insulin resistance will go up. And next stage is what? Fully severe diabetes. Severe diabetes means what? In this case, fasting glucose could be about 200. This is the time pancreas have almost gone dead to the level of type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes, what friends? There is no insulin is not produced by the pancreas. Type 2 diabetes, what people say, either you are not having proper insulin secretion or insulin is not working. See, this is a very dicey statement, friends. When already I have seen lots of diabetes patients, their pancreas is producing sufficient insulin. Even then, they are given external insulin. See, the whole problem starts with your type of food you're eating. It's something like it, friend. If there is a fire, what we do, we douse with water. We put buckets of water. So when you put 2 3 buckets, you say the fire is reduced. Then when you stop putting water again, it is flaring up. Means what? We need to see the reason. There is a possibility there is a leaking petrol pipe. So what, something similarly, when your sugar levels, you are continuing only changes what people make. Okay, they don't take in the coffee sugar, and they probably go for half an hour walk, and they try and reduce some quantity. These half measures won't work. It has to be absolutely a focused approach to get rid of diabetes. Friends, my name is Gangeshwar. I'm not a doctor. If anybody is interested to learn about this, you can join my WhatsApp group. My mobile number is 9840852996. Understand, friends, diabetes means all of them are not at one particular stage. There are at various stages. That's why you see some people are able to get rid of their diabetes early and some people are not. Because it all depends how long you are diabetic, how long you have been taking medicine, how old are you, what sort of other health problems you have. All these parameters matter. Right, friends. So the best thing is you wake up when you're in insulin resistance at the mild stage itself, then you can overcome. Otherwise, if you miss those 3 hurdles, you are into pre-diabetic. Even then, it is easy to get rid of your pre-diabetes. Even initial stage of diabetes is also easy. But suppose you prolong it for long with medication and the advice of eating a number of times, then you are a gone case. So that means what? You have got water up your nose deep. You have to simply float around. Thank you very much for listening. If you like this video, you watch my other videos in Wellness Secrets group. And knowledge and discipline are the gateways to your health, friends. You must invest time. Thank you very much for listening.